There is a principle in NLP that says that all interventions should increase choice. And I'm often asked, what does that mean and why is it important? So essentially what it means is that if we're going to use a little bit of NLP magic to reprogram the way that we think, then ultimately what we should aim for is that the result is we have more choice rather than less. So, for example, say I've got a bad habit. Maybe I'm in the habit of biting my fingernails or something like that. Then you could say, right, if we're going to reprogram that so that I no longer do that behaviour, then the obvious thing would be to cut that out as an option. So if I no longer have the option to bite my fingernails, then I won't. Okay, fair enough. But that's not really in keeping with the principle. And the principle actually works in tandem with one of the presuppositions of NLP, which says that people always do the best they can with what they've got. In other words, they make the best choice on the basis of what they've got available to them. So if at the moment I'm kind of got this compulsive behaviour that I'm always chewing my fingernails, if I have an option to not chew my fingernails, and I also work on that basis that I will always make the best choice in the circumstances, then the best choice is clearly to not chew my fingernails. Yeah? So by having those two options and knowing that I'll make the best choice, and I don't actually need to remove the option to chew my fingernails. Now that also fits in with another one of the presuppositions of NLP, which is that all behaviour is appropriate in some context. So whatever it is that we do, what that means is that there's some context in which it's absolutely the right thing to do. Otherwise, we wouldn't have learnt how to do it. So this might be a bit of a stretch of the imagination, but under what circumstances would it be a good thing to do to bite your fingernails? Well, the best answer I've got to this is one that someone gave to me in a class one day, and they said, well, if I got marooned on a desert island and I didn't have any nail scissors with me, then I would actually have to chew them. I went, okay, fair enough. So if, though, you'd come to me and said, oh, I'll chew my fingernails, I want rid of that, and we'd reprogrammed your behaviour so that you no longer had the option to do it, then that would be a problem to you. So we work on the basis that whatever it is you currently do, in some context it will be useful, so we want to keep it. But by adding extra choices into the equation and knowing that the person will always make the best choice given what they've got available to them, then we know that they'll make a better choice if there is a better choice available. So often the purpose of using some of the NLP patterns and interventions to change the way we think and behave, it's about adding new options. It's about giving ourselves more choices so that we can make a better choice and therefore get a better result. And that's what we mean when we say all interventions should increase choice.